Hi, I'm Timothy D. Cassidy, and I'm here at the New York Mills Regional Cultural Center today. The adult show just opened up recently, and I have a piece in it. This is my newest sculpture called Uplifter. I made it in March of this year. It's made of steel, and it's actually quite heavy. The base is solid steel, 3 inches thick, and there's some half-inch plate in the upper part and some quarter-inch plate. So I didn't weigh it, but I'm guessing around 300 to 400 pounds for this little piece. But that's one of the things I like working with is weight with my sculpture, because steel and iron is a heavy medium, and so I consider the weight of my pieces. Along with some of the ideas are historical uses of steel and iron throughout the years to build the industrial nation and world, and so a lot of my inspiration comes from like structures and buildings and like railroads and transportation of other sorts, machinery, weapons, that kind of thing. And this particular piece, Uplifter, is kind of, it's got a kind of a flight feel to it. So I haven't done too many flight pieces, although I'm getting into like putting wings on some of my sculptures, and so this is kind of part of that happening. And the piece for me, it kind of feels like it's about ready to take off, to go up into flight, possibly. And so that was pretty much the inspiration for this piece, is a takeoff point and to lift off. And so the title Uplifter is what I came up with for this piece. So in this regional exhibit, there's art from other artists from the region, naturally. So all the neighboring towns, usually we draw from Alexandria, Fargo, Moorhead area, Elbow Lake, all these places, Fergus Falls. So it's a pretty good show. And so now we're gonna head on over to the Sculpture Park. Hi, this is Tim Cassidy again. We're at the New York Mills Sculpture Park here in town. And this is a sculpture I made last year. It was a community project piece sponsored by West Central Initiative out of Fergus. And the concept was we had a gathering here at the barn, which is this new shelter that was built last year as a place for people to come and rest from the highway, from their travels. And also we have gatherings here, farmers market, and it can be rented out too. But anyway, we had a gathering here at the barn, and people from the community brought various metal items and donated it for this project. And so then I took some of the pieces that worked with my idea of a rooster and kind of fabricated this whimsical steampunk rooster type thing for the sculpture park. So let's go look at some more. This is another one of my sculptures. This one is entitled Projectile, and this is from the Structure MM series that I was creating in the early 2000s. This piece deals with weight and weaponry and geometry and things like that. It's made out of steel. It's very heavy, probably about 600 pounds or so. And it's one of my favorite pieces, actually, and it's out here at the Sculpture Park in New York Mills. So I'd like to invite everybody out to the New York Mills Sculpture Park to check out all the various sculptures out here and take a break from the highway and the barn, have a meal, take a break, get out of the sun and into the shade. And also I'd like to give a shout out to the New York Mills Cultural Center for allowing artists like me to show at the center and out at the Sculpture Park.
Causes That Care is brought to you by Lakes Crisis and Resource Center, Kinship of Perham, New York Mills Cultural Center, the Boys and Girls Clubs of Detroit Lakes and Perham.